I wanted to get involved with Kolbe Academy. Back in 2016, we lost my cousin Tyler Pavlinsky to his addiction. And not even a year later is when I was approached by the diocese. And so when you lose someone, so vital to a family like that, you just want to do something. You want to help people, but there was no way to help. I didn't know how to help. And then the gift of Kolbe Academy was literally put in my hands.
Well, when Wendy told me about being on the board of directors and about the mission of the school, two thoughts immediately came to my mind. The first was when I was in my kitchen several years ago and received a phone call. Unfortunately, that a very dear friend had unfortunately taken his life. He had been dealing with addiction for many years. And it was just a very touching moment. And the other time when Wendy and I were at a Music Fest concert, I received a text. Another very dear friend of mine unfortunately took his life. He was dealing with addiction, things like that. So this school is a compassionate, safe place, providing a great education. So we want to support it in any way that we can.
I think Kolbe Academy is so important because it's giving these students who are struggling so hard with addiction, a chance to transform their lives, to succeed, to finish high school. I mean, really, that's what they're here to do, is finish high school, and they might not have been able to do that previously. I had the blessing to be able to be part of the committee that actually wrote the Kolbe Promise. And I want to share that. I want to read that to all of you so that you can hear what these students, what these faculty, what these staff, what our board members, what everyone promises to do every day. They say, as a member of Kolbe Academy, I will trust in God's plan for me. I will be honest in all that I do. I will be kind to myself and to others. I will have the courage to persevere. I will humbly know who I am, and I will openly accept God's grace each day.
I think what's so important about Kolbe is to the community. Like my wife just said, I think in some way we've all been touched. And again, myself losing two close friends, Kolbe hopefully helps restore and heal and get them healthy. Because the sooner you get that in an addiction, the better the long-term process. And Kolbe Academy provides such a great quality education, a safe, compassionate setting, great people that are there for the students.
Kolbe Academy is so unique and so special from other institutions, other high schools, in that number one, the students can practice their faith, and faith is a very important part of this community. Pulls all of them together for one common purpose, to really let God lead them through this. They have, as Brian mentioned, small class sizes. So they're not in a classroom with 50 other students, they're in a classroom with just a couple of students. So really they're known by name, they're known for their uniqueness, they're known for what they bring to that classroom, which is so special here. They have wonderful, again, activities, safe activities that they do after school. And just really, but the most special thing, really, the faculty and staff that are here for these students, it really is a family. Kolbe is a family. And I just don't believe that you get that in a public school.
The project that I truly enjoy being part of Kolbe is one of their two main fundraisers, which is this project, the Business Leaders Breakfast Meeting. We would love to have it in person. We've been unable to do that for, unfortunately, the second year. But again, it's important for the school. It's a fundraising. It's a great group of people. We get business leaders throughout the whole valley to learn more about Kolbe and the passion that it serves and the students. So it's one project I truly enjoy being involved in.
The projects I love are some of the smaller ones too, where they just might come out of nowhere. For instance, an Eagle Scout had done his project here for Kolbe. He created basically like a butterfly garden, but all of the bricks that were sold people could buy in memory of someone or in honor of someone. And so I was able to actually buy a brick for Tyler, for my cousin Tyler, and can't wait to see it and just to see the beauty of that. Also, the walk that they do. Brian and I had a great time putting in some miles to raise money for Kolbe. I might have enjoyed that more than he did, but
A lot of fun.
we did. We logged a lot of miles that way. So that's a good one. Keep an eye out for the walk next year. And also just some of the after school activities that they do. Like we said, we were able to bring a chef in to teach them, and just hearing about all the different activities. And the way they're coming is because of the community. People in the community are coming to do these things for these students. And I think that's the most beautiful thing. Like, the Kolbe family isn't just in this building. The Kolbe family is the Lehigh Valley and beyond. And so we're really excited to see what continues to pop up.
Right.
I would encourage anyone out there to get involved with Kolbe. As we know, our time, talent, and treasure are the things that we are supposed to be giving, right, as Christians. And I cannot think of a more valuable and a more beautiful way to share that than with Kolbe Academy. Whether you can give your time, maybe doing the walk, or your time you're giving right now being part of this breakfast is huge. Your talent, is there something you know how to do that you can be one of those after school activities for the students? And certainly treasure. We always will accept and would be grateful for any amount or any assistance that anyone can give to Kolbe, so that we can continue the mission, so that we can continue to help these students on their journey to healing, and so that we can continue to help them succeed. And like I said in the Kolbe promise, that's our promise. We're giving our time, talent, and treasure as much as we can, and we just ask that you pray about it, and that hopefully you will do the same.
Engaging a student is coming to them at their level, respecting where they are, also respecting their recovery, where they are in their recovery, and always being compassionate. And our key word, flexibility. Here at Kolbe, we don't always have typical school days. There are times where you can tell the students are struggling. So I try to diversify, and one of the best responses I have gotten is when we perhaps, instead of going to the classroom, we come into the kitchen. We all get a cup of coffee or tea, and we have our class in the kitchen or the conference room. The ability to change our location, it helps with their mental ability. It helps with their peace of mind. One of the things that the students really respond to and love are guest speakers, and the idea that their opinions and their thoughts matter, and they get to share those thoughts with us. We've had wonderful discussions and debates about different points of view, and one of our students, Travis, mentioned that he learns best by hearing what other people think and feel, and then it processes for him, and he shares his thoughts and feelings. It's a completely different experience. It is truly family. It's not a regular classroom. There is such camaraderie, flexibility between the staff, the students. The whole school is a family, and it works together as a family. Some of the fun things that we have done have to revolve around food. We start with cheesesteaks in Philadelphia. The fact that I'm proud that we were able to get a parking spot and enjoy an amazing cheesesteak lunch in a park after a fabulous day at the art museum. Being proud that I got into a go-kart, which I would not do even for my own children. I got into that go-kart, and I also have a little concern. I'm thankful that my family is so supportive of me, but I noticed my phone is full of Kolbe students, not my own students, not my own family. So it is just some of the greatest things of being out with them. I love bowling with them. I love competing with them. I love, seeing their excitement when they try something new. I love when we're golfing I get to experience it as well. If a family is coming through and you're unsure, I think at this point in time, as a mother myself, there is no right answer. If there was some way to say, do this and everything will be okay, you would do it. I'm saying, give this a chance. We seem to prove our love and our compassion every day, and our students respond to that. It's not your typical classroom, and they are learning beyond textbooks. They are learning social skills. They are learning interactions with their peers and healthy choices. One of the things I always say to my own children, and I say to these boys as they're walking out the door, make good choices. So we're making good choices. We're modeling that behavior as educators, as adults, and we are a second family to them. So I would encourage you to come and try it and see it for yourself.